Alright, BobalosRex here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my first run, my first impression of the new Mega Dungeon. You may hear people flying around. Hold on, let me move. I'm currently sitting at the time riff area. It's very popping. It's got a lot going on, you know. You know how it is. Time riff video may be incoming for my strats and what I do with it. But let's continue. So this is going to be my review of the new Mega Dungeon, Dawn of the Infinite. And I'm going to go over essentially my first run, how it went, what went down, how the bosses are, how I feel about the bosses, and then at the end, my essentially review or impression, or because the react is on the stream, but reacting to the storyline. So let's get into it. So I got in a pub. I didn't know any of these people, but it was it was titled like chill learning. So it was like, alright, I knew I was going to go into here with no judgment. And as you can see here, the whole dungeon looks amazing. The whole run, I am augmentation, except for at the very last boss, where eventually for the kill I had switched. Yeah, I say I'm aug, and then they were like, "No, be what you want." It was cool. So here's the first boss. This boss is pretty cool. Let's see. So you got Chronocar puts the sand on the ground. We drop the sand, fill up the area, then we move. You know, I was here buffing, as you can see. Let's see what else the boss does. There was one other mechanic. Oh, the jump. So the boss will do the jump, and you gotta soak the little circles. Okay, yeah, so we died there. We weren't on voice, and then we killed them the second time. So here, let's look at the kill. So I had learned the mechanic now. We were buffing up. We did good. I was checking my spec multiple times throughout the run to try to figure out what was going on. Because what I've noticed is people won't pick up motes. They will not pick up motes. So here we're doing put the sand mechanic. Yeah, this is the kill. We're put the sand, and then here are the jumps. These jumps got pretty sketch. Alright, see, and then the one druid would go back in. So the usual rule of thumb is you soak your own. But as long as it's soaked, you're good. Alright, so that was a twofer. That boss was alright. A good first boss. Let's see, I got an egg. We got 5 aspect crests and some loot. Got some good stuff. And then here we moved. So here we're clearing up the trash. There's a lot of trash. The trash is a lot. Alright, so then we got to the second boss here. Alright. This is going to be the boss where we have a new person come in. This is going to be the first boss where we have a new person come in. So we're playing here. We got this Moonkin. We're doing this boss. The orbs on this boss. Here, let's look at this wipe. Look at this swipe. Look. Boom, blasted. Boom. Oh my god, everyone getting blasted. Boom, dead. Boom, dying. Boom, dead. I'm dying. Boom, dispel. Dead. Rip. There goes the group. So, the Boomkin, I guess, was having issues. And at that point, they were just dying. So I was gonna I was gonna switch to dev because you know the thing with augmentation is you gotta buff people, and if the people are dead, so I was literally thinking about switching to dev so I could do my own damage. But then they elected of their own will here. So see, I was respecking right here, and then they just hold on, and then they just leave. Hold on. So they just leave. Here, DPS master. Because we're like, no, it's fine, we're all learning. And then they leave, and then that's when we bring in Pally, the silent paladin. This was a chatty group, by the way. The vibes of the group was relaxed, so we talk through it. Like, oh, my bad, I made that mistake. Well, we're learning, it's all good. So we're talking, yeah. Alright. So, with the paladin, it's a little rough. Still, I think this is the one where we kill the boss. So we had all figured out how the boss worked. We had all figured out our own strat for the orbs, because everyone had their own kind of deal to do it. I had my own style. See what I'm doing? I'm doing some weird shit. But that's the kind of style I am. You essentially, for this, so you see these, this isn't really a guide of the fight, by the way. This is just my reaction. So this boss was like the first kind of wall. For a little bit. But we got a hang of it. You got the dispel thing there. You got these orbs. You know, I'm still trying to learn how to play Ogvoker here. So I'm having issues, as you can see. The orbs hurt, but they're not one-shots. Alright? But we get this boss down here. My overall opinion of this boss, it's alright. This one's kind of a learning boss. But I like it. It looks cool. It's not one of my favorites in here. But we kill it. And then bada boom. I got a new mace. But it doesn't really have the stats. It doesn't have like great stats. And I'd have to get a new enchant, so I was like, whatever. Alright. Oh, wait, then that means I can freebie upgrade my current mace. I just learned something. Alright, and then we get to go on these cool dragons. The aesthetic of this dungeon, if you could see, hold up. Yeah. No. I want to show. Oh my god, hold on. If you could have seen past me. So it's me watching me. I was just... But yeah, so the dungeon looks cool. The aesthetics are great. Here we're clearing some more trash. Alright. And now we on the third boss. This boss gets a little tricky. But it wasn't too bad. So we're discussing it. We had some wipes due to MCs. We're still working out our strat. We were trying to do a thing where we just pass it to the tank. That wasn't working the best. The way it works is essentially there's a dot that goes out and then you pass it to a tank to get cleansed. But we weren't doing it so great. So then, and then there's this dodge, yada yada yada. Oh, this may be the kill. We didn't spend too much time here, but the strat we ended up with is essentially, just keep passing it. Literally just keep passing it. If you get a chance to give to the tank, on the consume, or he can watch for it, he grabs it, and then you get it cleansed. But the biggest thing for this one is just pass it. So here, I think this is the kill. Alright. See, we buffing. We buffing. Ogvoker style. Alright. But yeah, so our here for the so when it splits into two, the timing of stuff. So I'm literally just focused on keeping it past. I'm trying to be there to be passed to here. All right, so here's where it gets hectic. So you see, he's just constantly passing it there. I got the Necrofrost. People need to get it out. You can target your own Necrofrost, by the way, which is cool. And now, see, I'm watching the tank. I'm making sure he gets it. Oh, it got taken off. Oh, well. See, bad there. But as long as you keep passing it, as long as the thought is pass it before you get MC'd, you're good. You're great. You're grand. Alright? Essentially, if it's about to go off, like 3 seconds till, pass it. Don't think about who you gotta pass it to, just pass it. Because getting MC'd is like a wipe. And then I got this cool little offhand here. Alright. So that wasn't too bad. And this was still with the one paladin. And then we move on to a Ridicron. Alright? So, this one gets a little hectic here. When it's actually a pretty simple fight, in my opinion. Alright? To me, this fight is pretty simple. But we were doing it weird. At first, I was trying to explain it. I guess I wasn't doing good. So, essentially, when you get the big circle on you, you have to stack in Chromie. Then that goes off. Then the next mechanic is going to be everyone stacks on Chromie. And then the tank gets into the front one. And as you can see, I was getting trucked there. Because not everyone was stacked. And then Chromie died. And then the whole group died. Alright, so we're still learning. Alright, we do another pull. We're going good here. Then there's the ads. There's the dodge. The ads are trucking the tank. But we were also having some res issues, but I'm not going to throw shade on anyone actually in this group. Because we were all just learning. Alright? You know, I'm not the perfect Ogboker. But, so, see, we got trucked there, but Chromie lived. The key is everyone needs to stack. We did have members. Actually, I will throw shade on members that left. So, the Paladin, as you saw there, I don't think they were stacking. No, look at this. This replay. Or were they? Maybe they were. Maybe I was... Alright, but okay, so we have issues, but we get to the point where it's like, alright, we just got to rinse and repeat this setup 2 times. Alright? And then we get when did we ever get to the point with the boss? Okay, this is where the Paladin leaves. So we get to the point where we figured out the boss. Paladin speaks up for the first time, leaves. Alright. Oh well, no big deal. You know, I was buffing everybody. You know, I was checking how well I was doing. So then we refill, and then we get the hunter that's going to stay with us till the last boss. Alright? So then we essentially got to teach the hunter, rinse and repeat, fight ends on 3 to 4 minutes, 80%. But it's actually just a time thing. So you survive the boss. It's not even a... It's just to survive. This whole fight is do the mechanics, survive. Because then there's going to be the DPS race. Yeah, people weren't stacking. We were learning. So we came up with the thing to where the one attack would go off, where it would summon the ads, and we'd all move to the same side. So we all started moving left. Alright? So we'd, during this phase. So, hold on, it's coming up. I think this is the kill. So, we do the soak. Good. Like I said, we were teaching the hunter. The hunter caught on quick to what we were doing. They were talking as well. Vibes were chill. You know, I'm just consistently staying on Chromie because I'll move out if I got to or not, you know. I'm just trying to stay close to everyone because I got limited range. You know, I'm getting hit with stuff. A lot of this stuff isn't too deadly. It's like a few things per fight that are the killers. All right. So as long as you do this stuff right. So you see, we'd all move the same side. We'd all drop our ads, get them grouped up, and AoE them down. CC them, get them beat up. All right. Here, because I want to show this next part of the fight. So see, we even didn't really have the boss down that much. He's at 96% here. Is that the first one? Alright, and then there's this. No. Okay, so here's this. So this one, we had all the ads scattered. But we try to group them up. I interrupt mine. We try to get them grouped up. CC'd no matter. Oh, is this the kill though? Did we get him up? No. Okay, there was one more. Alright, so we all settled here to be like we all stick together no matter what. So this was the pull. You know, I got the Extinction Blast. Chromie teleports near you. If you get targeted with it, Chromie will move towards you. So then we do that. Here was the second set. Oh, and that was the kill. Oh, and then we'll do that cutscene. Alright, so the boss is at 90. This whole setup happens. Chromie puts down the big bubble, and now it's time to bust. You got to bring the boss to 0 energy. You see his energy bar up here? You got to bring him to 0 energy, and then you win the fight. It's not about health percentage. It's about surviving. A Ridicron fight is purely about survival until the last little DPS race. Then there's this cool little cinematic with Chromie. She knocks that, but then this happens. Now, there's some interesting stuff going on with the story here, but we'll talk more about it at the end. Alright, so we see Marazant here. She won't give up. And then next thing you know, we're all flying out of here. So apparently the Infinites changed the true timeline. Alright, so then we fly here. We're now on the outside of the dungeon, but we're not outside the dungeon. We're up at the one area, clear some ads. This trash in this whole dungeon is just a slog. But the bosses are really good. Alright, so we get to Infinite Tier. And we're starting to learn this fight. I'm telling them up front, yo, we got these cones. We got all these slams. Alright, so we start Tier. I think, yeah, this is like one of the first few pulls. We have another pull here. Is this the one? No, we're still looking into stuff. We're trying to figure out. I'm trying to link the stuff. Alright, so we're slowly getting better at doing the orbs in the center. Alright, that was a problem we were having because we keep being on the same side. And then for the little circles, you just take those out. And you want people standing along the edge because you don't want the slam going towards the center. Now, we'd been in this dungeon for about an hour and a half now at this point. I'd been in this dungeon. Oh, well, the OG people. So let's see. So we're still doing Tier. Oh, no. So we moved on there. Okay, so this was the pull. Alright, yeah, as you can see, we're keeping the center clear. We're doing the stack fine. Tank's aiming his out to the side. He'll just charge in if he gets knocked back. And then when the balls come, we all get the balls. Easy peasy. That boss, yeah, easy. You know, we actually didn't spend too long on that boss. I actually really like that boss. Tira's a good boss. Iridocron's a great boss. I really like the Iridocron fight. The Blighted Galacron is kind of meh. Alright, so then we move on. Then there's this crazy room. Alright. But we had this priest blasted it, okay? This priest, freaking MVP right there, okay? Freaking saved us a ton of work. Then we were clearing out this trash. Blah, blah, blah. Easy peasy. And then, okay, so funny story about this. So we got into this part of the dungeon. We went to the left side first. So it'd be, hold on, the left side first. And the funny part is that when we pulled this boss, some of the people in the group didn't realize it was the boss. Alright? So this is the Alliance and Horde fight. Okay? So, here. So I was looking at the fight. Why? Hold on. Why am I flipped? No. This is weird. I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, did I flip my camera? No, it's not flipped. Odd. Alright, so see, here's the boss, right? We actually one-shot this boss. The difficulty in this dungeon goes like this. Boom! Boom! Alright? That's what it does. So this boss was super easy. He's got the shockwave you dodge. He summons ads. Just try to kill him, CC him. You know, get rid of them. They're just kind of annoying. You want to get out of the whirlwind, the blade storm, and just take care of business. Super easy. Like I said, we one-shot this boss. Alright. Oh. Yeah, see, it's hard to even get the fight. Because we just blasted him. Alright. And yeah, people were like, I didn't even know that was a fight. So here, let's just watch the end here. And then we'll get to a fight that's controversial. A fight that actually, like, this fight, it's okay. It's okay. It's like, you get to fight at Iconic. Yeah, see, I say nice one shot, get some cool boots. Not gonna lie, didn't realize that was a boss fight for a bit. Yep. And then we move over to a notorious boss I'm seeing. Alright. Oh, we did make sure, I think we made sure to go back and clear after this first wipe. So, the infamous Morchi. Alright, now I actually like this fight. So she puts out these time bombs. She summons an alternate version of yourself. And then the other thing is Mo Problems, where she summons copies of herself that have hats. And you have to find the one with no hat. That is the funnest mechanic. So she does that. I'm looking for the hat. I'm on the wrong side. Of course I am. Blasted. People dead. I'm dying. And that's a wipe. So, let's see. Then we do the clearing there. And now we're back at Morchi. So, let's see how long this goes. So, look at this. So, look at the bottom here. Here's where we start proper. So, at 2-8. And that we get her here. We actually didn't have that much trouble. but some of the group was having trouble. So this is a really hit or miss fight. Now, the big mechanic here is keeping an eye on your alternate self, because they will truck you. Alright? When she starts saying, I have allies, you want to start looking for some bombs. Now, as you can see here, there'll be times where there's no bombs on the floor, and you just got a kite. Pop some movement abilities and start looking for bombs. See, I'm getting trucked there. I got bombed. But I was able to get healed through it. Because Ogvokers are pretty tanky. Got them in the trap. As long as someone finds the chromie and calls it out, it's usually quick to look. Because you essentially can only see so many chromies hats at once. You want to have people like spread out their vision. So you stand in the middle and look, and then you try have everyone look in a different direction and be like, that's where their chromie is. Alright? Though you do kind of want to be moving to an edge, because like the breath is a cone, so if you're anywhere around, like, here, let's pause it. So here, see, I'm kiting. Oh, she about to die. Okay, here. Are we gonna get a chromie? I want to show like the strat just a tad. Freaking Morchi, man. She a menace. I actually really like this fight. I think it's a fun fight. But as you can see, everyone's getting blasted, dude. Everyone is just getting blasted. If I was the healer, I would hate this fight, actually. A ton. So you see, I just move them into the trap. More Morchis are better than one. Try to look down the line, see if I see the Morchi. I found her. Boom, and then boom, cone. So if you're like here or here, you're good. Now, look at where we killed the 7th boss. Alright? Look at how long this stream is. Alright? That's how long we spent on the last boss. This thing destroyed us. And here's the thing. We were going to get it good, but then an unfortunate event happened. So we had a really good pull here. We had a good pull here, an 11%. We had another 11%. And then something unfortunate happened. Our healer DC'd. This healer had been in the whole group, the original group. Unfortunate. Then we can't find a healer. So something even worse happens. I have to heal. So then I switch to healer. I start healing. We get a DPS and we start reprogressing. We are having issues with bombs, trying multiple people get bombs, trying one person get bombs, trying this and that, and we keep getting closer. But then when one bomb goes off, that's it. It's freaking depressing. And then they can spawn. So there's a transition to where you need to switch sides. And if they spawn like behind you, that's no good. That is no good. So you kind of have to like pause in the middle. Look at how depressed I am. Look at how depressed I'm getting. I'm so upset. You know, I'm making mistakes. Everybody's making mistakes. You know. So then it's getting late. We're now at 3 hours. 3.5 hours. And then people gotta go. The OG Shadow Priest and the Hunter that had joined after the Paladin left had to go. Because it is literally morning for them. It was morning for me too, but this was normal for me. So I was gonna last boss D. So I wanted to get this done. So we're looking. I got a druid, and I'm depressed. Healing is a struggle. But then we get this Chi Milk, this other evoker that whispers me, "Can I heal?" And I'm like, "Yes, please." 440, awesome. We got all 3 evoker specs. Alright. We're still having some struggle. People are learning. I'm getting drained. Bomb mistakes. I'm making bomb mistakes. Look at this face. Look at that face. Alright. Then, this is where I gotta give credit to this. I'm talking about the strat. And we were doing good. So, what we were doing here is one person would elect to stay. On a volunteer basis. Alright? One person would move, one person would stay. You take a look, one of you move. That is not the way to do it. I'm going to be real. The way that eventually we get to get these bombs done is essentially what happens here. So the Boomkin goes, "I'm going to get the bombs. No one else get the bombs." And we're all like, okay. Well, we also agreed, right? We all agreed. We stand in the bomb for a second. We don't insta-move. Alright? Because we have to... People need time to react. So you stay in the bomb for a second. You have your mark dude be like, "Alright, I know my job." And then you get out. Alright? And if we see one already on him, then you can move, right? You mark the person doing the bombs, you look for that mark, you know that mark's in a thing, you know that it's clear, they handled the job. That is the best way to do the bomb situation. Alright, takes a little bit of ironing out, We have a couple more phase 2 or 3, whatever you want to call it, wipes. Yeah, it's phase 2. We keep getting stuck on walls. So I was telling Tank, alright, we got to be along the edge. We can't let you get stuck on a wall. You got to get out no matter what. Alright, see here, we have the Boomkin doing the orbs. We saw that they were in the orbs. We moved. Keep that up. We're all staying together. The person doing the bombs, if we're all ranged, we're all sticking close so we can all see and be close to where the bombs appear. Because the bombs will spawn on players. 2 people. Alright, so we're staying close. Boom, 2 bombs. I move. They stay. We're good. It's all good. Alright, I think this is the kill. So let's play this out. We spent like 2 hours on this guy. Me and the tank. Alright, and then the other people... The people that were here for the kill, other than the Drakthir was here for a bit, Bane, but the Druid and the healer were kind of fresh. So they were flesh blood coming in. You had the dodge phase, move that sand, dodge the breath. Alright, see, we're still trying to be kind of grouped, but I got the marker in my sights. I see that he's in one. I know that we're good. Alright? That's always a good thing to know. You have the one person doing the soak, essentially. Alright, see, we're getting caught in here, and we need to move. So we're all kind of adjusting here. But we're still blasting. So we hit the 8% point, which we thought this was the end of the fight. But then it kept going. And we're like, what? What is happening? But the aspects are talking. So at this point, I kind of start like being depressed. and I start fucking up. But then I notice here a little bit that the aspects come in. I'm like, okay. So now we're at 6%. The aspects are in. You know, we get the buffs. But the bombs didn't kill. So we're still in this. You know, the tank is surviving. Good enough during this phase. I say survive. Aspects are doing the thing. It's just the healer and the tank. And honestly, if this is how it goes down, it's fine. You have the tank always move. You have the healer stay in the bomb. And you just survive. Because the aspects are going to do their job. And here, let's get to the kill. Alright, so we get the kill. The cut defender of the time ways. Look at the relief on me. And then we watch the cinematic. Our future is secured. Have you ever questioned why the Titans preserve this timeline? The Titans safeguard... Here. No, because you'll hear my... No here, you can watch my reaction. Here, let's turn it up. Alright, y'all are gonna hear my We all deserve the mount. Oh my god. Thank you for the billion... I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. This is a cool cutscene though. Yeah, for the Titan. Praise the Titan. Oh my god, dude. Look at that. That is a very interesting device. Let's roll it back. No, I don't want to watch this. Oh, look at that. Did he get this from Aberys? That looks like Deathwing tech. Alright. Oh my god, dude. Or it's Void. Oh my god.
Burn in the flames of my brother's wrath. They will not come.
We all deserve the mount. We all deserve the mount. Oh my god. I feel like this is the funniest thing to see after having the Legion happen. Because they're like, the Titans will not come. And we're just sitting here like, yeah. I know. They're hanging out with Illidan. Yo. Like, we already know where they're at. We know where they're chilling. We've seen the Titans. We've hung out with the Titans. You know? That's just so funny. It's like the Titan, bro. We've seen the Titans. Thank you for. Did y'all not know we've seen the Titans? Oh my god.
And when the Titans come to reclaim, we'll be waiting.
Hold on. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta point this out. I just noticed something. We all deserve the mount. We all deserve the mount. Oh my god. Thank you for the... With this. Billion biddies. Oh. Will pry our world from the Titans' grasps. What's interesting is... So... This is the circle of stars. Oh my Look at this. The circle of stars. The circle of stars. We're getting more circles of stars. And the Harbinger.
And when the Titans come to reclaim their prize, I will be waiting.
And then there's this. Dude, then there's that. And we all know who that probably is. Who opens up portals like this? Xalatath. Now, here's the interesting thing, right? Iridikron's been imprisoned. Xalatath was free recently. Did Iridikron meet Xalatath recently? Unlikely. So Iridikron has knew Xalatath pre Xalatath's imprisoning and Iridikron's imprisoning. Would he have known Xalatath as a dagger? No. Is this confirmation of Xalatath as a fifth old god? Because how does Iridikron know Xalatath pre her imprisoning, if not her being some kind of fancy-ass old god-esque thing? Tell me. Tell me. Could she be like a shadow keeper? Maybe? Because she's some void entity or old god entity, okay? She's on that side. And he didn't meet her as a dagger. Like, no shot he met her as a dagger. And he didn't just meet her. Okay? So, I think this is confirmation Xalatath is the fifth old god. Is a fifth old god. Maybe the fifth old god. But then, I think this goes back to a conspiracy theory I had. I don't know if it was in a video that I actually made. But here's the thing. The Titans said there were four old gods. Alright? The book says there were 5. How could that jive? Either the Titans said there were 4 because they couldn't deal with the 5th, or there were 4 when the Titans showed up. Alright? So, that would mean that Xalatath was destroyed by the other old gods. So then that would probably mean Iridikron did meet Xalatath as a dagger. Maybe he was the first wielder of Xalatath. It'd be weird for a dragon to wield that. Or we look at it as there's the 4 old gods on Kalimdor, and the 5th was on the Dragon Isles. So Xalatath was native to the Dragon Isles. And then, so the Chronicles just talked about the 4 on Kalimdor, where Xalatath was on their own. And then Iridikron made the Dark Deal with Xalatath. Alexstrasza found out about it, and then her and Tyr and the other dragons may have been who imprisoned Xalatath. Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of interesting stuff from this, but we know that Iridikron... Okay, we don't know for sure that she's an old god, but that's my theory. That's kind of confirmed to me. But we do know that he met her before he was imprisoned. Okay? Is he just not going to show up the entire patch? Quantum headpiece, Tom! Okay, so then I was happy. We got loot. Everybody got a quantum piece. We didn't get the quantum mount, but we all got a quantum piece. I got some loot. Everyone also gets a infinite scale pattern for random Drake. So that's cool. So you'll need to do this place 5 times for all your Drakes. And we all got the Infinite title. The loot out of here, if you got pieces, it looks like the Infinite version. But for the whole set, you need to do the hard mode. And then the aspects are talking, and then there's this. So the only two original people from the group were me and the druid, and we were in there for a good 4.5 hours. And now I come out here. Alright, we come out here. And then there's more. Now, here, you're going to see my raw, unadulterated react to this conclusion. Dawn of the Infinite, Chronos Lord, Dios! Dios! That motherfucker, whenever we wouldn't get the bomb, Dios just points at us, Sa Worldo! Dead. Look at that guy. Mooted. I just want to have an image of Dios being like, yeah. Alright, so let's watch this cutscene. I know it's coming up. Alright, hold on. I want to see this cutscene here. Let me just... Yep. Alright, here we go. Alright. Alright, what's going to happen here? I'm ready. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Without my bravery. Alright. I do find this interesting, right? Here's the thing. I am going to say this, right? Before I'm all happy and fine with this cutscene and I go on a rant here, I want to say this. So the raid ends when we're talking with Chromie. Iridikron leaves. Aspects are talking. We come out of the dungeon. And apparently, that little cutscene with Murzon popping up didn't matter. We come out, and Nozdormu's just there. He's just there. Or is it him? Right now, we don't know. And you know what? Right now, I want to be happy. So, here, let's go.
Not everything. The clouds in my vision have parted.
So we saved the timelines. People are upset with this.
Or despair. I feel alive again. Thanks to you.
But what of Iridikron? While we stopped the influence, Iridikron escaped through a kind of void terror.
We know who had it. We know who made it. Galakrond's essence.
His dark deeds have come to fruition. It feels like he's leading this war to his king. His hatred for the Titans.
He hates the Titans. Iridikron over here. Iridikron over here, like, all my homies hate the Titans. Alright. People are upset about this, too. But it's like, Nozdormu has never been good. Nozdormu has never been like, the one time, you want to know the one time? Well, remember in Dragon Soul where he's like, be careful or something? He knew we were going to get attacked. He didn't fucking help us. He's like, they're good. I'm not gonna warn them. They got it. If I warn them, it may fuck it up. So here's the thing. Even if he did know, even if it's not him new, he ain't gonna say shit. It could fuck it up. See, did you see the effect going on there? The tree! Dun dun dun! Yep, Fyrax gonna do the thing. Fyrak heard World Tree. He heard about Sylvanas and was like, oh shit. I want to do that.
Yes.
She's got so many fans. I want to do that. Oh, yeah.
For now, we must leave a Ridicon to his schemes.
Oh, my
Steel
goodness.
themselves for whatever
Interesting. She says we must leave Iridikron to his schemes, and it pans to Nozdormu. I'm getting a little sussy now. Okay, and then we get this. So we got the name. So I'm excited about the name. Some people are upset that this is where we get the name drop. I think this is great. It's a cool name drop. We got the name. We got the name.
Lies ahead. You were right, Commander. The future is worth fighting for.
Okay, I'm gonna rant real quick. Alright, I'm not gonna rant real quick. But actually, here. Real quick. I'm gonna leave the rant for the end. But let me just talk about my opinion of the Mega Dungeon so far. I really like it. I like how each boss kind of has the one thing that will either kill you or wipe the group, depending on how they wanted to have the fight. My favorite boss fight... I like the Iridikron fight. I like the Iridikron fight a lot. Next up, I like the Morchi fight. I don't care what anyone says, I like the Morchi fight. And then I liked... I like the time boss. As far as the dungeon as a whole, I liked it a whole bunch. It's definitely gonna be, it may end up being one of my favorite mega dungeons. The whole quantum item drops for everyone is super good. There's apparently a hard mode that makes it drop 441 loot, whether or not, or maybe you do have to not die, but that's the do not die one either for that achievement. And I can't wait to try for that. I do want to get back in there. And I think when people see this on Heroic, they're going to have a good time. I think this is actually a really good... gonna be a really good group of dungeons for M+. I feel. Hopefully it gets tuned. Some of it needs to get tuned for sure. But I actually really enjoyed it. The last boss... Oh boy. But... There's no boss that I really felt like I wanted to change anything, if I'm being honest. They all had their own things. Maybe some tweaks, some nerfs, just a bit how much abilities hurt, maybe. But overall, I love this dungeon. It was a great experience. I was in there for 4.5 hours, and I can still say I want to go back in. Alright, now let's play out this rant of my react. How the hell are you going to be mad at that? Oh, the power of friendship saved the day. I wanted to... Shut the fuck up. That's amazing. I wanted him to be saved. These people out here being like, no, I wanted something bad to happen. No. Shut up. Chromie needed this. Nozdormu deserved this. We can't lose any more aspects, alright? We only got 2 OG ones. Shut the fuck up. If you're mad about this, bye. Zone out of the story then. Bye-bye. We needed a damn win. Especially after that hell of a dungeon. Get the hell out of here with your fucking negative Nancy shit. There we go. That was my real, raw reaction at the end of the dungeon. But, yeah. At least an 8 or 9 out of 10 for me. Maybe not 10 out of 10. I gotta think about that. But I really liked it. I can't wait to get back in there. And if you stuck through the whole video, I hope you had a good time. And thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.